So somebody asked me real quick about what I thought about this whole thing with Ayesha Curry. Hear that noise in the background? That's my fan. I'm a fan person. Fan is always on. So anyway, if anybody who doesn't know the story, although you should because it's all over the place, Ayesha Curry was on Red Table Talk, and she talks about, Steph and women trying to get with Steph and how that bothers her. And then she said something about how she doesn't get a lot of male attention, or any male attention at that. And people are acting like she said the most bogus, ridiculous thing anybody could ever say. And I'm just like, especially women, like some women had a problem with it, and I don't get y'all. Like, you are a woman, and you should have some type of empathy for a woman who feels like, why aren't other people checking for me? Like, yeah, your man is supposed to be the number one priority, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't make you feel some type of way for another man to give you some type of attention, something, hey, beautiful, something. So let's not pretend. But this video is more so, and excuse me for shaking some sit now. This video is more so for the guys. Because I've seen so many guys like, well, shouldn't you be happy that you giving love from your man? Isn't your man the most important? Because, men like to feel like, well, if I'm with you, I should be the end all be all. But let me ask you this question, fellas. Is it enough for you to just have your woman attention and her try to get with you and her telling you handsome? Now, before you even fix your brain to lie and say yes, think about this. How many of you who have a woman have a particular female that your woman is not comfortable with and doesn't like because she feels like she likes you, but you will argue and debate to keep this girl around, even though she got something for you? You won't cut off communication with her. Yeah, you might not be having long talks with her, but she texts you, you answering her. Why? Is your wife, and she's the end all be all? Your girl is the end all be all. She is the queen. She's the only one that matters. So why don't you get rid of this chick? Okay? And those of you who be saying there, oh, flirty, what about that? Or what about those of you that think that, because because you don't play into what some girls say, but you don't necessarily shut her down. You don't say to her, that's not appropriate for you to say to me because, I have a girl. You kind of just, laugh it off and chuckle. You don't shut her down. Why is that? Why don't you shut her down? Because part of your ego is being fed by women trying to get with you. Especially women who already know you belong to somebody. Your ego gets fed in some weird type of way. It really does. So the fact that you, of all people, want to act like you don't understand what that woman is saying, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. You know what she meant. I'm sure she loves Steph to death. She ain't trying to leave Steph. That woman done had 3 kids. See, the thing about it is, y'all don't give birth. See, when y'all get fat, unless it's a sickness, that's because you let yourself get fat. Okay? You let yourself get fat. You didn't get fat because you brought another life into this world. And sometimes women feel different after they have kids. They feel less attractive because now I'm a mom and I'm doing mom stuff. Okay? I'm doing mom stuff. I got mom body. Even if I'm in shape, it might not be like how it was before I had kids. Like, there's a lot of things that play on women. And yes, you finding me attractive is great, but remember, you got feelings attached and you love me. So if I'm 300 pounds, technically, okay, you're still supposed to be complimenting me because I'm your woman. But I feel a certain type of way if no guy ever looks at me. And the thing about it is, men will say, well, I complain about being catcalled and this and that. It's not that. There's nothing wrong with you giving a compliment, a genuine compliment, as long as it's not creepy, as long as it's not disrespectful. If you compliment a woman on her eyes, if you say her hair looks nice, if you say she's beautiful, if you say she has a nice smile, it's only how you do it and how you carry yourself. If you look me up and down like a piece of meat and then proceed to give me some safe compliment, it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel genuine. If you trying to compliment me or get my attention at a time when it's not convenient for me, then no, I'm not okay with that. But y'all get that all the way confused. All the way confused. So I totally understood what she was saying, and y'all should too, because like I said, y'all men are the most I need to have my ego stroked people on the planet. Okay? And y'all will keep anyone around who strokes your ego and feel like just because you don't completely give into it that you're not doing nothing wrong. Now, it's one thing for a woman to compliment you and she has no clue you have a situation. Okay? But even so, if a woman comes to you and she says something that's a little left, you're still supposed to let her know, you know what, thank you, I appreciate that, but this is the situation. The same way women can shut men down when they be trying to talk to them, you can do the same thing. But all of a sudden, y'all just so nice. You're just so nice and you just can't. So knock it off. Women have egos too. We have egos and we're allowed to have egos. And every now and then, someone giving you a compliment feeds your ego. And what she's saying is, it's not happening. And it's probably because, people respect the situation. I mean, I've seen people comment on thinking she's pretty, but that doesn't mean they say anything to her. That doesn't mean when men might see her and be like, oh, that's Steph's, so let me just keep it cool. There's, it's a respect thing, and he's high profile, and from what it seems, he got a nice personality, so people feel like, he's a nice guy, so let me chill out. Again, I'm sure she's not really trying to entertain nobody. She's not trying to mess up a happy home, but she just wants every now and then for someone other than the man who loves her to acknowledge her beauty. And that's it. So like I said, a lot of y'all making a much bigger deal out of it than it needs to be. And a lot of you men need to just shut the hell up. Because y'all real hypocritical and y'all full of it, and that's it. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to make another one about the topic of today, which will be about co-parenting, something I know a lot about. So again, like the video, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. See y'all later.